best time to buy a house was 20 years ago, right? Second best time is now. Okay, and that's what people forget. It's like trying to time the market. It really is. And there is a lot of people that are nervous about when to buy a house, but getting a house now, building that equity was the thing. And like we talked earlier a little bit about getting your feet wet, getting started. Some people wait, I want to wait and buy that dream home. For a lot of people, in fact, if you look and study a lot of people that became wealthy, a lot of them got that first home, they built equity, then later on they sold it and it gave them money to explore other options, other business adventures and stuff like that. And so sometimes people wait to buy that perfect home. It's better just to get a home, even if it's not your dream home, and that starts building that equity. And I had some great mentors when I started. That's how I got started. I bought just a little condo back in the day, right? And I bought a condo, I remember back in the 90s, and I had good credit. The interest rate was 14, 15%. People forget about that. People bought properties all the time with interest rates even as high as 17 and 18% back in the day. We've just got artificially used to this low interest rate. And so what happens is you get that first little property, live in it. If you live in it for a while, you can also, when you sell it, if you've lived in it 2 of the last 5 years, you sell it with no capital gains tax, which is amazing. Then you've got all that money to roll into something else and then buy another house. And if you can really manage your money so you can rent that house out, now you got a rental. Then you go buy another house and another property, live in there, rent that out. And then you got a little capital now. Now you go buy a fix and flip and you can start to build up. But the problem is a lot of people don't start. They're waiting for this magical thing to happen. There's never a great time to start. It's just to get the ball rolling, which is good. People then end up with a smaller house that they don't want because they've been priced out of the market. So now you end up with a smaller house because you waited because you can't afford the bigger house and so forth. And one thing I think is good to address is I know there's a lot of gurus out on the internet these days, and there's a lot of conflicting information, right? I've seen several say, don't buy a house, it's liability, just rent. Okay? That's the big thing right now. And you guys need to understand, people need to understand marketing. The big marketing is the shock factor. What you do is say something that's opposite of everybody else, then you get the attention. And look at the people that are saying this. Most of those people are into big apartment complexes. So what do they want? They want renters. They don't want you to own a house. They want you to rent. So it makes sense. But look around you and look at the people that you know, your family members, your friends, probably across the country, the number one biggest asset and biggest stash of cash people have is in their home.